Hello, solid friends and family. It's Thrifty Thursday. Hope everyone's doing well in quarantine, keeping healthy and safe. Today we're making a Southwest sweet potato. This recipe today is good. It's a good recipe. It's economical, but it's good for your budget, and it's tasty. So, a couple things with this recipe. I'm making a plant-based today, but it's traditionally you can make it with ground beef or ground turkey. Both work very well. I just substitute anything that was meat or dairy-based with some vegan options. And that's just my personal preference. So you can do all three. Plant-based is actually less economical because it costs more for some other products. Today we're going to walk through a recipe. We're going to go step by step, and I hope you enjoy it. And this recipe will be posted on fit.man.food.com. That's my personal site, but I think it'd be easier to post a recipe. And I also have a short blog on 5 tips on how to thrifty food shop. So we'll do that, and let's get going. Okay, so today we have sweet potatoes are already in the oven. We have 4 sweet potatoes in there. I wrapped them in foil, put them on a sheet pan, put them in at 375 they take a while depending on the size. Took about an hour and 15 minutes, these ones did. Today we have a list of ingredients are going in first into the topping, which is like a chili kind of topping. Taco style maybe, if you want to call it that, even though it's a Southwest sweet potato. We're going to start with a little oil. We're going to add our meat. This is plant-based meat, so the difference there would be is if you were cooking ground beef or ground turkey, you would actually cook that beef first, strain the oil out, the fat out, and then put it back in, and then you continue with the rest of the process. So we have water after that, and then we go to tomato paste, incorporate that in, and then add your dry ingredients. You got oregano, smoked paprika and paprika, granulated garlic, ground cumin, and onion powder. That will be the first steps, and we are going to show you that, and we're going to put it in the pan, we're going to get it cooking, and then we'll put it together, and that's basically all you do. Okay, so now we're back, and we got everything in the pan, and we're cooking it up. You want to cook this like medium, low, medium. Depends on your cooktop, what kind of BTUs you have. And it starts to absorb some of that water, and the dry ingredients start to infuse together, and they incorporate, and they start to blend really well. This actually makes for a good taco meat too, if you ever wanted to do that. This we're using plant-based today, but like I said, you use ground beef or ground turkey, and they both work very well. Right now, I'm preferencing being plant-based. I'm like 90-10 or maybe 2/3 plant-based versus meat, so I don't eat that much meat anymore. But this recipe also works for Meatless Mondays. If you're using this, and what I use for this is I just use a soy protein crumble. You can go at the store, you can order online. It does a good job. And also textured vegetable protein, what actually works as a substitute. Just gotta find instructions on the bag. All right, so let this go about 3 or 4 minutes, and then we're ready to put this thing together. Okay, now that we're all cooked up in the oven with the sweet potatoes, I'm gonna pull them out of the oven. I cooked these a little bit earlier, so they're just nice and warm in there. I like to wrap them in foil before I cook them. And then they get really soft inside, and the shell doesn't burn on the outside. So what we're gonna do here is I'm just gonna show you one real quick. I'm gonna unwrap it. We're gonna put it on the cutting board. We're gonna cut these in half. And we're just gonna set them on a tray like so. And that's it. I'll finish this up and we'll get them back in the oven. Okay, now putting it all together. We have our meat. That's just gonna go right on top, just like that. And I used vegan cheese, by the way. You can always use cheddar. Sharp cheddar actually works best with this if you're not doing like a vegan thing. If you're doing meat, sharp cheddar works fantastic with this, or some kind of cheese blend that you would use in tacos or whatever. But your meat goes on next. And then I use a little bit of the little cabbage, a little tomato. You're just gonna eat this all. It can be kind of sloppy. This isn't meant to be a fine dining kind of dish. Some red onion. And some scallion. And you've got yourself a Southwest sweet potato. That's it. Now you're ready to eat. Well, I hope you enjoyed this quick presentation of Southwest sweet potato. You know, this is actually a really cheap dish. I mean, you can put it together for less than $4. Depends on the price of sweet potatoes and what meat you're using, but it's definitely no more than $4 per person per meal. This should fill somebody up. If you wanted to have a salad on the side, it would go perfect. Like a nice romaine or a nice iceberg salad would go perfectly with this. And that's it. And I like to top it off with a little bit of remoulade. And that's it. Thanks.